Damon with Modern Music Studio. Be sure to smash that subscribe button and like all these videos and send them to all your friends. It's a good time. All right, we're going to talk about how to do the introduction of Little Wing by Jimi Hendrix. So first, let's talk about the chords involved. We got E minor, we got G. Now Jimmy would play a G chord like this with his thumb on the 3rd fret a lot of times. And that way he could use his pinky to come in on the, the 2nd string or the 3rd string. That was kind of one of Jimmy's little Curtis Mayfield kind of sort of riffs. But it shows you how he could make little chord changes, subtle chord changes within that kind of a shape, where you might not have as much access to those different notes as if you were doing like an open G or something. Now when he gets up into the A, he kind of is on the 5th fret, kind of like an A7, and he's gonna kind of experiment with sort of double stop things with hammer-ons. So if you look at that A minor pentatonic scale, it's pretty much a giveaway of what notes he's able to use within that kind of context. So a lot of those things you're hammering on, but you're hammering that finger so high that it doesn't mute the string below. So you can hear both of those notes when you do the hammer on, they ring together. That kind of thing. Then he's going to get into an E minor 7 up here. Then we're going to get into a B minor 7. And he's going to use his pinky up here to make it like kind of bring out the minor 9 chord thing up in there. Now here he's going to get into a B flat 7, dominant 7. To the A minor. Then you got a C chord that could kind of be, here's another way to do a C, kind of hammering the 3rd into the bass. So we got that E, which is the 3rd note of a C chord, C scale, and the 3rd of the chord. So he's going to go from that, let's see, we got the B minor, the B flat 7, the A minor, to like a C with the E bass. Now he's got this interesting chord, which is got a G here with the thumb on the bass, and then the other notes are 5th fret of the 4th string, open on the G string, 3rd fret on the 2nd string, 5th fret with the pinky on the bottom string. So you're gonna slide the whole thing up 2 frets. So, and you can hear him bringing that bass down with him on that. And then you go to a C chord and a D chord. So once again, a review of the basic chords of Little Wing are E minor, G, but think of how Jimmy plays that G. A minor 7, kind of in this case, to E minor 7. Then we got a B minor 7, a B flat dominant 7, A minor 7 to C or C with that E bass. And then we got this G kind of chord here, down to like an F type of a chord, to the C, to D. And then you got these bottom 4 strings harmonic on the 12th fret. So now let's look at the actual intro. Those are the basic chords. Those are if you were to want to play behind the singing or learn to take a solo over this song, you would look at that chord progression we just outlined. But for right now, we're just going to talk about the intro itself. So the first thing we have is this is a E minor chord. Now what we're doing here is we got our middle finger on the 12th fret of the big E string. We are muting the next 2 strings, and we've got our ring finger getting the 12th fret of the 3 bottom strings, the smaller strings. And what you're doing is you're actually going to mute all the strings. So your downstroke is completely, everything's muted. And then when we come with the upstroke, we're going to make that chord happen. So, and then we go to that open E string. So once again, that's. So pick scratches are a big kind of part of this intro. So once again, I'll keep going a little further this time. So. Okay, so that was. So we got 5 to 7 on the big string, 5th fret on the D string, that's one of those hammer-on things I was talking about where you keep that finger real high so you hear them both ringing. Now we're going to that thumb on that 3. So let's look at all that again. So that is the G bass, G open string. And we got 5 to 3 pull off on the first string to 3rd fret on the 2nd string. So with a little open G after that. So now here we're gonna go. So that's the 4th and the 3rd. He's hammering on to the 5th fret of the G string, but he's keeping that finger so high that you can still hear this 3rd fret ringing with it. Okay, and he ends in that kind of G shape. So. Back to the A. Okay, so from that A minor, we're gonna go. Low E there. And then we got this little riff. So that's kind of like that E minor 7 shape there. You got 2nd string, 10 to 8 pull off to the 7th fret of the 3rd string. So again from that, let's go from the G again. Now our next bit here, so that's 7 and 10 on the A string, and that's the 2 middle strings on the 7th fret. See how we hammered that one? That's another one where we keep that finger tall so we hear those strings ringing together. Whoop. Now we're going to this B minor kind of a thing. So that's B minor 7. Kind of starting with the 2 bigger strings. And I'm kind of hitting the 9th fret down here on the bottom string with the 7th fret of the 2nd string. So that's kind of like 10, 7, 7. Now when we get to this A, we got this. So that's really important. That's a really hard one to get the pinky so tall that you're not muting the string below it. We're actually hearing the 9 and the 5 at the same time. So. So once again from the B minor. All right, so I'm gonna run through that whole thing one more time. That's where you need your whammy bar. All right, we'll see you next time. Smash that subscribe button. Modern Music Studio coming at you.